Motherfucker, we're back with another episode of Fixing Stuff with Beer, and this is going to be the mini motor mount part dose. Why did I say dose? We're gonna have Mexican beer! So, episode 1, we tried to fix the motor mount underneath the vehicle, solve the problem a little bit, but not all the way. Now we're going to go in through the top. We're going to fix the motor mount that resides inside the engine compartment, and hopefully we'll be totally cool after that. Alright, it wouldn't be an episode of Fixing Stuff with Beer if we did not in fact have a beer, and today's beer is from Baja Brewing Company. It is Mexican IPA Por Favor, coming from Tijuana, Mexico. It is literally the only thing you should put in your mouth from Tijuana ever. Just saying. So as you can see, our label has a little mule on it, and it is from Baja. Couple things here. Last fun thing I did before Global Pandemic 2020, spent 10 days four-wheel driving up and down the Baja Peninsula with some friends. It was amazing. Came back to total shit show. Also, as noted, there's a little mule on the front of it. And last week I was out cruising around the greater Concord area and I ran into Three Mules. Three Mules is this gentleman who's been wandering the western United States with his mules every day for the past 30 years to spread the word on, well, I don't even know what he's really doing, but he's been walking around for 30 years with some mules outdoors every day, and he seems pretty stoked, so how can you go wrong with mules? Anyway, let's open this guy and see what it's all about. Smells like beer. That's pretty good. That's good. Alright, it's a little citrusy. It's pretty light. Still at 7.0 ABV, but it's got a really light feel and taste. Not super IPA-y, but it's good. Baja Brewing. I'm impressed. And who's this? Oh! We have Mrs. Fixing Stuff with Beer walking out. In fact, she's the reason for all these fucking problems. This is her car. You know what she's about to do? She's about to get into my car and drive off happily.
Ever so gratefully. Thanks, baby.
Bye. Curses. Alright, now that Mrs. Fixing Stuff with Beer is gone, we can talk some serious shit about her. This is mini motor mount number 2. Yeah, it's going to go inside the passenger side well of the engine compartment. Hooks in through the top, through the back. Underneath all this shit right here is the motor mount. We're going to tear all that stuff out, lose the headlight, drop the motor mount in. Good to go. Before we really tear all this out, let's get another sip of that beer again. Yeah, that's pretty good. It doesn't identify any ingredients on it. I suppose I can go look it up, but it's a little bit hoppy. It's pretty refreshing. It tastes really good cold, and I gotta tell you, pretty impressed. Pretty impressed with this beer. I'm pretty stoked. All right. Alright, we've got a little break in the action here. I needed another tool, so I sent daughter of Fixing Stuff with Beer to Ace to pick up a T30 Torx wrench, which I needed to get the rest of this headlight out. Anyway, beer number 2. Super tasty. Alright, Fixing Thing fans, it's a new day, same problem, but I think we're ready to tear out the motor mount. I got 4 Torx bolts to get out and 2 smaller bolts. Get those, hopefully this thing just slides right out the bottom. So let's get to work. Well, that's not a good sign. This thing's supposed to be one solid piece. Thank you, sir.
Take it easy.
You too. How's the mailman? I hear the postal service is like, got it going on. yeah. Bam! Alright, as you can see, now it's fully out. This thing is completely thrashed inside. That dude's all torn up. Total mess. New dude ready to go. Plug that bad boy in. In the meantime, we're gonna enjoy a little more beer. It's just as good today as it was yesterday. Again, it's Baja Brewing Company Mexican IPA Por Favor. Stuff's good beer, man. Alright, kind of a bummer. We have this part, which sets off and holds up the air conditioner line, and as you can see in there, threaded. New one, not threaded. Does not screw in. So what we're gonna do, hammer time. Alright, so as best I can tell, it's ready to go back in. Gonna have a sip, we're gonna dive in, and there's gonna be profanity. Good beer. 5 bolts. Give me an hour. Alright, here we go. Something's clearly wrong because that went in like super easy. It's in, but I've identified like a massive problem, and that's the engine is so far down from where the bolts go in. I think I'm gonna have to go underneath and jack up the engine to come meet the motor mount, because that's a long way down. That's a huge bummer. When all else fails, breaker bars. That fucking hurt. For those of you who are old enough to remember, when you drop a tool in the engine, you have Joan Crawford moments. Voila! Alright, it's all back in, and a little bit easier than I thought it would be, maybe? I don't know. It still took plenty of time again. This is 2 days. Baja, killer. How do we know it's killer? Like the last piece. Back in. Lights in. Cool. Alright, it's all back together. Except for this. So, long string of expletives. Fuck! Hey, gotta figure out where this goes. Not really sure, because I don't remember pulling it out, but clearly belongs in the engine somewhere, so we'll give it a go. Bingo. Right, this time it really is all back together. Thrasher parts out. Broken shit broken. Clearly enjoyed the beers. Baja Brewing Mexican IPA Por Favor. It's 7.0 from Tijuana, Mexico. The stuff is good beer. It will be bought again. Peace!